In the Lookism universe, we have analyzed the unbreakable structure of Gunpark, the sadistic dominance of Kida Kim, and the explosive conviction of Gabriel Kim. But sitting completely isolated at the top of the first generation is a man who doesn't use brute force or thick bones. James Lee is known simply as the Peak. He is an untouchable phantom. His fighting style is a flawless, effortless blend of taekwondo and capoeira, built entirely on elasticity, rhythm manipulation, and attacking the physiological limits of human vision. If you want to move like the Peak in the real world, you have to stop relying on muscular strength and rage. You must become a master of physics, turning your body into a loaded spring while maintaining a terrifying, absolute calm. This is the real-life James Lee speed, precision, and calm blueprint. Let's start with his most legendary weapon, the invisible attack. This isn't a magical superpower. It is the ruthless exploitation of human ocular anatomy. James Lee attacks the exact angle where the human brain cannot process motion fast enough. Human binocular vision is perfectly designed to track threats directly in front of us. However, we have a structural seam in our peripheral vision, roughly 45 degrees past our shoulder line. If an object moves into that space quickly, your brain lags in registering it. To weaponize this in real life, you must abandon moving in straight lines. You must master angular footwork, specifically the V-step and the diagonal pivot. When an opponent steps forward to punch, you do not step back. You step diagonally to the outside of their lead foot. By moving to this outside angle, you disappear from their center line and force them to turn their head to find you. You launch your kick during that exact millisecond of rotation. To them, the kick appears to manifest out of thin air because their eyes were lagging behind your feet. But to execute this footwork, you need James Lee's elastic engine. He never looks tired, and he seems to literally float across the ground. He isn't pushing his muscles. He is utilizing the stretch-shortening cycle. Your tendons, especially your Achilles, act as thick rubber bands. When you bounce lightly on the balls of your feet, you stretch those bands. If you release them instantly, they snap back, generating massive velocity with almost zero energy cost. To train this, you must prioritize plyometrics over heavy weightlifting. You need to do pogo jumps bouncing on your toes with completely locked stiff knees to train your ankles to act like pogo sticks. You need depth drops, stepping off a low box and exploding laterally the exact millisecond your feet touch the floor. You are training to minimize your ground contact time. Next, we have to look at the secret to his blinding striking speed: zero tension velocity. James often fights with his hands in his pockets or hanging loosely at his sides. While this projects pure arrogance, it serves a devastating biomechanical purpose. Absolute relaxation is the key to absolute speed. A tensed muscle is a slow muscle. If you flex your shoulders and arms to hold a tight, rigid guard, you're applying the brakes to your own fast-twitch muscle fibers. To achieve peak velocity, your striking limb must be entirely dead and relaxed until the very last microsecond. The power comes from the violent, effortless rotation of your hips, whipping your relaxed leg or arm out like a wet towel. You only clench your fist or flex your shin at the exact moment of impact to transfer the kinetic energy. Finally, the glue that holds this entire style together is the mindset of the Peak: absolute calm. James Lee dismantles first-generation kings with a bored smile on his face. Psychological tension destroys physical fluidity. When an average fighter gets swung at, their heart rate spikes, they hold their breath, and their vision tunnels. To fight like James Lee, you must master an emotional detachment in the middle of a war. During your sparring sessions, you must actively focus on softening your facial muscles and breathing deeply through your nose. Do not match your opponent's aggression. Let them drown in it. By remaining perfectly calm, you conserve massive amounts of oxygen, keep your muscles loose for maximum speed, and completely break your opponent's spirit when they realize their desperate attacks are just boring you. To move like James Lee is to master the art of relaxed momentum. You remain completely loosed. You manipulate their vision with angular footwork. You strike with the effortless snap of a coiled spring, and you do it all with a chilling, untouchable calm. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments which Lookism fighting style we need to break down next.